Let me ask you something. What's holding you back? What is that one thing stopping you from chasing your dreams, stepping out of your comfort zone, or becoming the person you were always meant to be? If I had to guess, it's fear. Fear is universal. It doesn't discriminate based on age, gender, or background. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, judgment, or even success, we all feel it at some point in our lives. But here's the truth. Fear isn't the enemy. Fear is simply a signal, a signpost telling us we're about to grow, evolve, and step into something greater than ourselves. Today, I want to talk to you about how to transform fear into strength, how to take what scares you and use it as fuel for progress. Because when you learn to harness fear instead of running from it, you unlock a power within yourself that can move mountains. First, let's understand what fear really is. Fear is not a weakness. It's a survival mechanism designed to protect us. Thousands of years ago, fear kept our ancestors alive by warning them of predators and danger. Today, though, fear often shows up in situations where there's no real threat. Public speaking, starting a business, ending toxic relationships, pursuing your passion. But here's the paradox. Fear only exists because you care deeply about something. Think about it. If you didn't care about succeeding, failing wouldn't scare you. If you didn't care about being loved, rejection wouldn't hurt so much. So, if fear is rooted in caring, then fear is actually proof that you're heading towards something meaningful. The key question becomes, are you going to let fear control you, or are you going to use it to propel you forward? To transform fear into strength, we must reframe how we see it. Instead of seeing fear as an obstacle, view it as a compass pointing you toward growth. Every time fear arises, remind yourself, this means I'm on the right path. Here's an exercise. The next time you feel fear creeping in, pause and ask yourself 3 questions. What am I afraid of? Be specific. Name the fear. Is it failure? Judgment? Uncertainty? Why does this scare me? Dig deeper. Often, we're more afraid of what others will think or what we'll think of ourselves than the actual outcome. What would courage look like in this moment? Imagine yourself taking action despite the fear. Visualize the version of you who steps boldly into the unknown. When you reframe fear this way, it stops being a barrier and starts becoming a bridge to confidence, resilience, and ultimately success.